baba, chilipo china baba, kutalindo awele. Chilipo china baba, chilipo china baba, kutalindo awele.
Gender-based violence is a widespread and profound problem in Zambia, impacting on almost all aspects of life. Gender power inequality rooted in patriarchy is the primary driver of GBV. GBV can be sexual, physical, emotional, or financial abuse. It is more prevalent in societies where there's a culture of violence and where male superiority is treated as a norm.
Ife mahitimani tezina nchito ekulu kwa mbili pankhani ya kuweruza milandu. Iyi nchito inali kutikulira mwinango headman anopeza kuti na milandu yochoka mabanja yenzo kupaka mwina pa wiki milandu 5-4. So ichi chintu chinotipasa nchito ekulu kwa mbili mwinango kali muzi wa muntu ukalema nacho chintu ufika pantaka kuti umaneo ta ichi chintu mwina uyu muntu ni mchose mmuzi akatileko kwinango. So chenze kutichepesera mahousehold mmuzi mwatu.
Some of the objectives of these projects are to promote gender equality, to curb high incidence of gender-based violence cases, and empower survivors.
The reception was not so easy, and it was really tough going because the project of gender now came in with different components. Components like stopping girls getting into early marriages. And that program, or that issue, was so rampant in Muzenje. Many parents, they would decide to take their child to marriage rather than taking that child to school. So now with this coming of gender, and the trainings were done, because there were trainings of counselors which were done, the trainings of the legal, paralegal resource personnel were trained, men engaged were trained, peer educators were trained, and so on and so forth, and we had all this number of volunteers. So now the issue now of us trying to stop the early marriages, that brought a lot of resistance, because through early marriages, parents were getting the resources, some of like the monies that they pay, or the cows that they pay, they would benefit in that way. Also, they would benefit through having this man who marry a girl to be helping them with the work in the field and so on and so forth. But not only that, it was like their culture. They had put it as a culture. So in other ways, to break that, it wasn't very easy.
In a bid to curb high levels of domestic violence in the project sites of Muzenje, Mavanda, Petauke Central, and Musoro, ZACOP trained community members as paralegals, psychosocial counselors, and field workers. They all rolled up their sleeves and joined in the fight against the vice that has ravaged many families. The Zambian Anglican Council Outreach Program introduced a host of interventions to combat gender-based violence and some cultural practices that infringe on the rights of girls and women.
Apa mtuchitira sema paraligo ngati pali nkhanza pabanja umozi wazote uja tukuya tutola onse awiri banja mwanalume na mwanakazi nonkhala nawo pansi nowauja chinkhalidwe mwanga nkhalire pabanja pamananda pawo.
Nimapezeka ku ofisi ya gender ulingana ndine phungu wa psychosocial, so nimapeleka uphungu ku mbali ya zankhanza. Mzimayi ngati wewe wapezeka navuto kunyumba kwake amabwera ku ofisi kwa kansela sifuniko chitabwanje tima kamba naye kawita namuna wako abwere tima kamba naye apeleke vuto yake ija nipoti matanizani mapasa upungu ofika hapo na kuti banja lija likale banja lokondana lenda bwino na kuti sogolo y'abana ya izichitika kuposa nkhanza.
Timapitana minzi kuphunzisa ngani ya nkhanza fwa nkhanza zili pambiri makamaka kuli abokondoka tatuwana tutondo timapitamo kuphunzisa na ukwati wasopano wawana atontho awa sopanga maukwati utontho timapitamo kuphunzisa
This is the story of a couple in Muzenje community in Petauke district of Eastern Province.
Nkhanza yenenze nepita mu moyo wangu chenzo ni mavangako ni chakuti tikapeza ndalama pa mulyango nenzosoveka mtendere veveromba nopeza kuti neo ndiye nushitatyani nulako pa pang'anda kwenze kuchaya vibaka mbale gwebede ni vindiyo hivi koma ndalama veve vashitatyani vatola. Nichinalume chinapeza pano ngati wawerako ka usiku. Nichinalume chinapeza pano koma ni mwana tililere panja ino nthawi yakupi. Tililere panja. Auti nichinalume chinapeza. Iyo nthawi nerala mchimuti na mimba yobeba. Nerala mchimuti mbamba mchimuti kusakira veve mang'anda kuyokonsha kwa mawe peza uti nili muliye. Nerala mkamuti nishinili chilili na yayamira kukamuti nilinkezi. Mchimuti cha mango deruka neni nkezi mchimuti cha mango mpakira nakucha nilikope kai kuyopa utini kulumuka pano nishinizi chiti so poona kuti tuchayana poona mavuto enenzo pitama coordinator wakati kuwera kuno kaitenza kuti tikanyatana wenzo ulwendo kuya kwa mfumu nkera tadandaulako kumankhoswe valazupana ukwati
nkhanza amene ninachitira madamu wanga yamene sinizakaivala andolo nikankhala nikumbuka kuti koma inachita choyipa yamene nenzina vakalipira kuti ni vachaye vachokepo sinaziyo kamene anagona koma after takambisirana naniuza ati ainagona mu mtengo wa mango nishali na patupi. Yapo nkhanza nokukhulupirira kuti sinizakachitapa ndi sinizakaivala zosa nikankhala nikakumbuka pamene yapo tazinango nimachita chitinthi nekha nimajolika kwambiri yapo nkhanza eve sinizakaivala. Nzanga muli kubwalo kwapo nkhanza yayi chifukwa pamene tichita nkhanza tibwezera chitukuko kumbuyo yesesani ngati vintu vavuta kambiranani mukakambilana ndipo palibe chinthu chamene sichileka kukambika olo kuti mwapanga mlandu bwanji olo kuti mwachita chani mpakirana mukhale pansi mukambisirane osati kugwira mkazi nomenya yayi.
Mkuya nthawi nenzo kuya kula tikata yambana nkera naluta mpakira naye enzo waita nawafotokozera na ulandira upungula mpakira na efika panthawe kuti kunyatana kukuliye nkera basi pangina akalipa utiala pakamwe na mau sotiala
bonso mkunkhala kwa pano pang'anda tenzo kuti tikalima so ngatalima thonje nishine izo ndalama zonse nikuzitola uzicheneka osazili yako akalabirako wala basi nikupeteka vikuma kuti numnyata pamvu kai so ndiponso mkuya masiku nipitiri jako ndithu kanthawi kali nchitateto solomba akatu nchitirako ripoti waliyo kuchita kuti kuzoni ikata koma wechizoni konkha ukuzoni pitiramo so akunkhala kwa nkhanza nkwemerine koma teti so na ninkhala ne munthu ochimbuchi chithanga chanikata kumkosi ninkhala niwaucha kuti ivumwa kamba nambwa kutokala palomba pumwala vira niwereje poli nsoti pakati unipitiramo namulamu sote osebenza ko mgagi sote na beve sote wechizoni vaniphunzi sako na vimapepa vavo ukuthi pali wanthu zinyatana tumambale bwana mopha tumapoto soenze nilangiza kuti system iyi ni abwino lini system imsonze shamweyo ni ili pa chipicture hapa nichendi mkuya kunkhala talima pesa kuti tundalama na tusokolola waoneka wino tapangamo na kabudget na wewe wakambako paliye ni kunyatena.
The relentless efforts of paralegals, psychosocial counselors and men's engagement networks saved Mr. and Mrs. Piri's marriage from violence and breakup. These are not the only participants who benefited from this project. There are several other families that have benefited from sustainable empowerment interventions like farming, pig, goat, chicken rearing, and savings with education.
Mau tulawira pangirikani tuonga zikomo paganizo chitiganizirako ndangata leti ganizira paganizo iyi semeni uzingu kuya chimtatakuya mapo te tiganizira tiona kuti koma kuti uzingu usire kuli abazimayi tiwachite chinji tiwasogolere bene zichite chinji zitukuke mabanja mwawo kapala chongo chokosira mang'anda apa peka tukuti zikomo.
These are stories of some project participants whose lives have changed as a result of several project activities in Muzenje community of Petauke district in Eastern Zambia.
Kubalo kwa nzanga ngabauze kuti kwa bwino tenti join maguru awa kulikonse kwamene timakhala tenti join maguru awa muli phindu ya bwino chifukwa musogolomu mwe tikapeza kuti tuchitamo zinthu zabwino kumanga manyumba kugula fertilizer kugula ngakheso ng'ombe kugula ngakheso nkhumba mbuzi kupia maguru amene awa sono tulimbikisana kubwalo kuti naye mununso kubwaloko tenti joine kuti tipite pasogolo
makamaka monga pankhani ya za malonda tima endesera gulu yathu pasogolo ndiposo izi zina zache izi timathandizira vana kuti vasaleke ku skulu nubweraso mungakhale mabanja mwathu kuti umphawi uchepe makamaka pothandizana mmavuto nubweraso pogawana zoveta zathu kuti paeka munthu sangakwanise kugula koma kalawa mugulu padei yake jatofunika katenge timapereka kaperekede kwathu timapereka nkhumba ya ikazi ku banja limozi iyo nkhumba iyo ikabadwa pofuna kuti gulu lathu lisabwerere mbuyo ama tipasako nkhumba imozi ya ikazi ibwerere kukola ikathandize wena vajaka libo ulandirako ikathandize so mavuto ena takapezeke mugulu.
The fight against gender-based violence is multi-sectoral. Critical stakeholders, among many others, health facilities, police, schools, traditional leaders are extensively involved to realize the desired results.
We have a good relations with the police as well as the GBV office and the community. So for children that especially school-going children that come with complaints related to gender, we have been told to alert the teacher on duty or the headmaster for such instances. So for children there is that communication, because some come but minus informing the teachers that they are going through such gender-based violence related issues.
As a school, we've also witnessed some of these cases, because sometimes we notice that a child does not come to school in the manner in which they're supposed to come. Probably they don't bath, they don't wash their clothes, they don't have enough books, they look all quiet and sad. And in talking to them, trying to counsel them, we've ended up discovering that there are issues which are at home. And as such, we've called the parents, counseled them, and in some cases we have referred these cases to the GBV center, which is found within the mission station. And we've seen a change in such cases where we've counseled or we've referred them to the GBV center, which is found within the mission center. Sensitization has been going on, and from the little that I've come to learn, there's been more sensitization. That is evidenced by the number of people that have come through the school to make mention of the issues that they are facing at home. And like mentioned already, there have been men also that have come and complained about the way their wives have treated them. So looking at the number of people that have come through the school to come and discuss issues concerning GBV in their homes or in their communities, it has shown that there is sensitization that is going on and people are more aware of what GBV is all about. GBV has a very, very negative impact on the performance of children in school. It affects their psychology.
Kale, ninkambe kale, tenze tikaliye phunzisiwa mkhani ya nkhanza. Enze kuti mwamuna na mwanakazi zaya kumunda. Kula lima. Powera alume katemo pamumpa nanikani. Akazi nkuni, mwana kuvuli, nikanona chiyakine kumanja, alomba kuza kunganda. Fika kunganda kwa tuku. Aone apyange pa yadi. Aone mliro, asuke mbali, atape manzi, aikeko manzi vala bwana sambe kaya fuma kumunda. Maona? So chira chenzeoneka kuti yenze pulamo khani ya yoneka mwanalume nzitanga konkhanza mwanakazi. Koma piti phunzira lomba apa ni atijenda mwanalume otenda tunkhuni, mwanakazi opika, vana analume anakazi akwe ku skulu niye kuti pala lomba nkhanza nishimwa munzi muliye. So monga mwangu nulolesha lini kuti mwana wachichepere ankale munzi nthawe ngakwacha afunika kwe ku school.
GBV cases here in our area, it has reduced a lot actually. Our appeal to the people who are hesitant, let them just to understand that as we are no longer the Zambia Police Force, we are the Zambia Police Service. We are there to help, to service people, not to make people run away from us. So they should just be free to mingle with the Zambia Police.
When partners and sponsors close their page, how will community members carry on the works?
As a project, the way we trained the people in the communities is to own the project. What I mean to own the project is whenever our donors have phased out, maybe the funds have stopped, the community will still continue just because they own it to be their program. So we find that the sustainability of the program is still there just because the program is being owned by themselves. And we have trained the people who have information on gender-based violence issues, and the best thing that we did, we trained the local people from the same communities. Unlike training other people from other communities, but we trained the people from the same communities. We trained most people from the Anglican Church, and together these people, together with the head men and the head women, they've owned the project, which has given us a sign to say these people, even if the donors have maybe withdrawn from funding the project will still continue.
We've seen women who are like less assertive or they had no self-esteem, they're now coming up. They're able to stand up and of course be leaders in those groups. Like yesterday we were there. I'm a chairlady of this Tianjani group. I'm doing this and this. No, you can see, and even looking at their faces, they are more brighter than they were before. Because previously we would go there, they're just like that, and no, you know, like they're thinking a lot, the stress issues. Now they are able, they're singing, they're happy, they're telling their stories, success stories. Some of them taking us to see what they've done. I now have a water pump. I bought myself a water pump. I can now have a big vegetable garden because I've got a water pump. I've built a house, Yanjero, and the roofing shed. We'll go to see. I built a shop. So there are those success stories they're telling and they're sharing among themselves. Such that those that are not in those groups, they are highly motivated. The songs they sing. If you are a lazy person, you are not part of this group, you will not succeed. So those songs also motivate others to join the group, and because they are seeing the goodness in those groups. Yeah, you can see it that things are happening in those groups. There are others from the savings. they've shared, they've gone to buy a goat which has produced, or they're passing on the gifts, they're sharing. So we've seen things that are happening which were not there before.
I said that the gospel is being applied holistically, because as human beings, we are both spiritual and physical, and the physical needs of our people have to be met as much as the spiritual needs have to be met. So what the church has done is to apply the gospel in a holistic manner, because there's no point for me to go and stand in the pulpit and start preaching against gender-based violence, yet on the ground there isn't much that I'm doing to help stop that, because very few people might be coming to change. A number of people may not be even be coming to change. So we need to equip the people that we have in the church. They have that understanding and follow up with an action. That action is when we meet the people on the ground, and because of that and seeing the fruits physically, people are able to say, this is a good program. I think we can change. We can see the results that are coming out of not practicing gender-based violence. So that makes me gives me a lot of happiness that the gospel is being applied in a way that is holistic, is complete, is integrated, and it's helping the people to transform.
Neo nupereka zikomo kuli bungwe ya Anglikani amene yereta uphungu wa kuyangana pankhanza zosiyana-siyana, kuti pali lero lino tuyamikira zikomo chifukwa chakuti munkhanza lomba tachokamo. Mwe mukaluchita nkhanza chonde zisile nkhanza namwe mukaperekeko umboni lomba pali pano tuchita chitukuko na lume vangu zikomo.